What's up, holiday true believers? It's your boy, the OGGM. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the 28th day of November 2022. Time to start our Christmas shopping. And you know what? Nothing says Christmas like buying OGGM merch. Shameless plug. It's about 60 degrees and cloudy here at Site B, and it smells like it might rain. And it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense for the week as it's Monday. And I can't imagine what I'm gonna see based upon what I've already seen. Yeah, I'm drinking tea. With honey. Well, let's start with stuff we already know. The Edge Runners starter set for Cyberpunk 2027/Cyberpunk Red is scheduled to be out. This is an introductory box set similar to other box sets we've seen before. It's going to contain the basic Cyberpunk Red rules and character record sheets and information on Night City based upon the #1 animated show on Netflix, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, based upon the Cyberpunk tabletop role-playing game, and not D&D. So that's good. Yep. We also know that the Dragonlance Digital came out and is receiving relatively okay reviews. As one person posted on my channel, it's fine. It's not great. It's not awful. It's fine. Which, as of yesterday, was something Wizards of the Coast really needed to end the year on a it's fine note. Because hopefully they weren't going to do anything to dig their hole deeper. And maybe they could start the long process of slowly re-earning some goodwill from the market, because let's face it, even their own target market is attacking them on a generally day-to-day basis. So yeah, unfortunately Wizards of the Coast couldn't leave well enough alone. So and of course, because of the whole PDF digital thing, that just leads spiraling into the whole bizarre world of what will Wizards of the Coast do next in regards to digital and physical product. And I could tell you what I think they're going to do based upon the market and based upon what makes logic, but, at this point, who knows? Really, who knows? Remember a world where yesterday I said, you know what, maybe if they could just make it to the end of the year without doing anything stupid, they could end the year on, well, it's fine. But nope. Level Up 5e has released a product called Against the Dragon Lords, scheduled to come out somewhere in January. It is basically their take on the Dragons of Despair / Tiamat Horde / Dragon thing that Wizards of the Coast have done in the past, converted over to Level Up 5e with all sorts of new stuff so they can eventually release an adventure called Against the Dragon Lords if they haven't already. Because dragons are going to be a thing in 2023. Maybe. The persistent rumors that Wizards of the Coast is going to end the OGL is making its rounds again. There's a detailed explanation up of how the OGL works and why these speculations are unfounded. There's already a 5e system reference document released under the OGL, and since there is no way the OGL can be rescinded, third parties will still be able to produce 5e compatible material under the OGL. As for 1D&D SRD, what's Wizards of the Coast going to do? We are all speculating that what they're going to do is release a brand new SRD specific to 1D&D and design it so basically digital content for 1D&D can only be carried on D&D Beyond or DM's Guild, and there's going to be a lot of hoops you have to jump through to make stuff that is 1D&D compliant. Which, if 1D&D truly was backwards compatible, you wouldn't have to because it already is, but since more and more it's looking like really it's not going to be backwards compatible, other than, it's going to use the same basic things like strength, dex, con. But, yeah, so that could be a story we're going to continue to watch. Keith Baker has announced what his next project is going to be for the DM's Guild, and it's called Chronicles of Eberron. It's a 200-page source book filled with all sorts of new stuff for the Eberron setting. You'll notice that nowhere on the cover does it say 5e. It simply says DM's Guild Chronicles of Eberron. So what does this relate to Keith's relationship with Wizards of the Coast, and why he continues to make Eberron stuff only on DM's Guild and not with Wizards of the Coast? I don't know. I could comment on it, but usually I end up getting in trouble. But Beaker has also collaborated with Hero Forge to create items from Eberron available for your custom miniatures, such as crossbows, lightning crossbows, other things like that. So when you go into the Hero Forge design your character thing, you can now see specific artifacts that are Eberron. So if you're playing Eberron and you have a character that it has a Thunderbolt crossbow or a Dragon Hawk or whatever, and you want that on your figure, you can do that. If you've ever played with Hero Forge before, it's a little pricey, but kind of fun. WizKids has started a pre-order for a life-size replica of a pseudo-dragon figure. There, I said it right, I think. 14-inch long figure of a red pseudo-dragon laying down and made of soft foam and custom hand-painted to show off the details. It's a cat-sized miniature. Not sure what kind of soft foam they mean, but probably pool noodle. So it's not like it's a stuffy, but it's just more like a, It should be available sometime in the early 2023. It's $475 if we can. Oh no, sorry. This one is only $99. This is the second Life Wizards familiar. The $475 one was the Quasit Imp. So I guess after putting out an almost $500 figure and seeing that it didn't really sell, now they're going, here's a $100 figure of a pseudo dragon that you could put in your bookshelf, made out of soft foam. Because, yeah. Modifius has released a new Star Trek Adventures called Mysteries. It's a PDF that features 10 new mysteries set around the time frame of the original series, featuring Starcraft fleet crews going off and doing strange and wondrous things and solving mysteries and dealing with intergalactic Starfleet nonsense. 16 pages. Available. Pay what you want. Nice. Free League has opened pre-orders for Season of Mystery for Vaesen, their Nordic-inspired horror fantasy role-playing game. This book will include all sorts of adventures across the mystic north for players to solve in the world of Vaesen. So if you're familiar with the Vaesen Free League setting and you want to add some new adventures to it, here you go. Do we have a price? Looks like it's about $40, and it will include VTT stuff as well. Chaosium announced a release for something called Rivers of London, the role-playing game. This game places players in the roles of newly recruited members of the London Metropolitan Police magic branch. Characters will solve mysteries, catch criminals, and come to grips with the magic of Victorian England. The PDF should be available as soon as, well, it says the 30th, so the day after tomorrow, with a physical copy possibly coming out sometime in next year. We don't have a price, and it looks like it's inspired by Doctor Who and Rivers of London and other things like that. So fantasy, magic, steampunky, late Victorian England stuff from Chaosium. And Let's see. Anything else going on in the world of tabletop role-playing game news that I haven't already covered? Oh yeah, the LEGO D&D second round is over, and now we are up to the point where you can vote publicly for the one you want to win. And in doing that is just going to open up a whole nother Pandora's box of the LEGO D&D thing and how it's canon with regular D&D and what LEGO and Hasbro are gonna... Oh god. Just makes my head hurt. So yeah, link down below to the LEGO D&D thing, and I will do a in-depth look at it later on today, probably, or tomorrow. It has gone into the final round. So next up, we'll have a winner, I guess, soon. Congratulations to the winners and the runner-ups. And we will see what, if anything, Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast and LEGO do with this after the new year. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the announcement of the rebalancing of Tyranny of the Dragons and the fact that there is a $70 bag of fake teeth out there that Wizards of the Coast made. But on the bright side, the reviews of Dragonlance are coming in, as we went over yesterday. And so far, as of today, they are, it's fine. It's not what I expected, but it's fine. Which, at this point, is the best Wizards of the Coast could hope for. Not that I am a lawful evil who want to shill for Wizards of the Coast, except I am neutral evil and I shill for Wizards of the Coast, as you all keep accusing me. But, you know what? After every horrible thing that has been said about them this year, usually by their fan base, Wizards of the Coast could do worse than ending the year with a, it's fine. Except, of course, then they started the week with this whole rebalancing Tyranny of the Dragons thing, and now we're going back to, Jesus Christ, Wizards of the Coast. But on the bright side, we're getting a new game from Chaosium, the makers of the number one tabletop role-playing game in the world, Call of Cthulhu. Because, yeah. In the immortal words of a famous Hollywood starlet, hang on to your hat, boys. 2023 is going to be a bumpy ride. Oh, God. Till next time, I'm the OGGM, your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense and tea. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you'd like to see me change something up, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think about subscribing. Help me, help you, help me. And since the holiday's coming up, if you're thinking about gifts, you could get a $500 foam figure of an imp, or you could spend like $15 and get some OGGM merch. Links down below. Talk to you later.